Your son is an abuser.
And I'm appealing to you. Stop looking the other way.
I love you.
I love you too.
You can give your evidence via video link and call.
No. I want to be there. I want to face him.
Some memories are best left in the past.
Well, you seen Sense with Abe yet?
So complete. Now there's things that I wanted to say, things I should have done to show you that I love you. For all the days gone by and all the time we shared.
Babe, I am so sorry. I've only just checked my phone.
Where were you all night?
An old schoolmate turned up at the end of my shift. We ended up having one too many, so I just stayed at his. I didn't want to come home making a noise waking you and Theo up, so...
Well, you didn't need to worry about that, seeing as Theo had me up 3 times.
Well, I thought with you being mad at me, I didn't want to make things worse. Especially with me being drunk.
Well, actually, I want to make it better. I've got a surprise. I've booked the registry for 3 p.m. We're getting married this afternoon.
Thank God. You've been avoiding my calls and you can't just run off into the night.
What does the C mean?
Hey. You ready for this?
Yeah, I've had a practice run.
No, not of a trial, you haven't. I mean, we barely stepped foot in here last time before JJ collapsed. And you know that he's going to be sticking to this consensual sex story. And you also know that you don't have to be in the same courtroom as him. You've still got time to be live-streamed from another room.
No. I've been preparing for this day. They're going to listen to his taped confession and that'll be enough, won't it? I don't want to be in there when he gets punished. I want to look him in the eye when he can no longer deny what he did to me.
Have you told anyone about it, Mum?
No. Why was it even there?
It was probably there before I moved in, I don't know. I've been trapped in here. I'm not going out. Perry's accusations, her and Cleo's. My reputation is at stake, Mum.
It's just jealous insanity, isn't it?
Where is it? Where's the C?
Well, I had to get rid of it because I didn't want the police to think
But Cleo wasn't in Bali.
Mum, you don't think I'd hold a woman captive, do you? You don't believe what Perry's been saying about me. Mum, you're like the strongest woman that I know, Mum. You taught me to respect me.
Dave, shut up.
It's Joel, isn't it? Yeah, he's got into your head, hasn't he? Twisted everything. Mum, I was there. I was there at home when it was so dreadful with Dad. Do you really think that I would repeat the domestic violence you went through? Mum, I need you, OK? I need you. Please, Mum. Mum, hug me, please.
Well, call me traditional, but I adore red roses.
Looking for a last-minute wedding bouquet.
Oh, OK. Moving fast. I mean, just because we exchanged the R word yesterday.
It's for Zoe.
Wait, what? I don't understand.
She wants us to get married today.
And you're going through with it?
But I don't actually know what I'm doing.
Oh, OK, well then this is your chance for it all to come to a head. Prince, you can't get married.
Started something special again.
If I have a kid, Dilly.
But that's no reason to get married, okay? You can still see Theo. Zoe won't stop that.
Look, I seriously, without a doubt, want to be with you. But I have to do right by you both and tell Zoe the truth.
Calling Francine Osborne.
I do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
This is a case about seeking justice. Some kind of closure for Frankie, a teenage sibling sexual abuse survivor. To begin to live a normal life, safe, free, and unanimously believed.
2 hours of woken bliss. Oh, and twins were young and innocent then. Oh, wish I could have stayed like that. Oh, there's something missing from this box. Where was it?
Oh, don't worry, Mother. I'm sure it'll all be in there somewhere.
Oh, Jez, aren't you taking her to that routine hospital appointment? You don't want to be late. Actually, I should take over at the store.
You know, Charles said that Terry's hair was a wig. And I said, you're just jealous. And then I said, I wouldn't have minded putting Terry's hair to the test myself. And that landed me a black eye.
Oh, Martha.
Sorry. I can see directly into a dark soul.
Mother, come on, let's go.
Where are we going?
You go. There.
Dilly, what are you doing? Prince has a fiancée. It's the mother of his child.
Who are you to judge?
I know what it feels like now to have your fiancé cheat on you.
Well, I doubt Zoe will go to your extremes.
Meaning?
Look, Zoe will just have to accept the Prince and I together, and that the wedding's off. It's a last-ditch attempt to salvage something they never had in the first place.
Why are you trying to wreck something that they are so obviously trying to save? Prince is only interested in you for some cheap, uncomplicated thrills. He's a knackered dad in his 20s, and he still thinks he can live the party life, and you are just some fun blonde. You're a distraction.
He is the only one that has made me feel alive since Rafe. And you have no idea how much I loved him.
So much that you attacked him out of spite and jealousy. You thought you'd killed him, for God's sake.
And you were the one that pushed Ethan to his death. You think you're so smart, playing the grieving widow.
Well, I was smart enough to get away with it. Dilly. Dilly, wait! Dilly, I was just angry, that wasn't luck!
I'd lie in bed and wait for the creepy footsteps. JJ'd wait till everyone was asleep. He'd close the door behind him. Let's play school discos.
School discos?
He'd start dancing with me, then touching me all over. He'd take my clothes off and abuse me. And then when it was over, I'd run to the bathroom and Mum would always ask me why I was spending so much time in there. But I was showering and scrubbing. I had skin blisters. I hated my body. What he got from it.
Frankie, you're doing really well.
I lashed out to try and make it stop. I trapped his foot in my bedroom door just to try and get him to go away. And then a few weeks later, I injured the same foot, but worse. Hit it with a laptop, but it didn't do anything. The horrible things he did
made me do. One day, it got, you know. He raped me. And self-harming took me out of it for minutes, out of my brain. And then I started drinking, but that didn't really help either, so I ended up in hospital twice because of that.
But you were prevented from telling a trusted adult the truth behind the self-destruction?
JJ said no one would believe me. And how do you say, how do you admit to taking part, being made to take part in something so disgusting and so dirty? No one else in the world does this with the brother, so how'd you come forward?
Well, you're here now. You have come forward, and you're saying what you need to say. Frankie, who was the first person you told?
My dad.
And after all this time suffering, what made you tell him then?
I don't know, my dad. I came into his life when I was 15. Thought he didn't care because I was always acting up, a bad kid. But that was only because of what JJ had done to me previously, you know, trauma. And then it started again. It got worse. I got worse. And I think I was just really hard to love. But then on the day that JJ signed his contract with United, in that moment, my dad he said that he loved me. And I felt so safe. It felt like home. And that's why I'm here today.
Mr. Osborne, do you believe Frankie is capable of telling the truth?
It's a stupid question, isn't it?
Mr. Osborne, answer the question, please.
I do solemnly, sincerely, and truly
There were
declare
times when
and affirm-
I did suspect she was being untruthful.
You can understand why she told these lies.
How did you feel when Frankie told you about JJ's abuse?
This is my son. It breaks my heart.
You were head of safeguarding at Hollyoaks High. How did you miss this?
I mean, as a father, you want to protect your children from the world.
How have these lies affected your family?
My wife hasn't been allowed near the house.
It was a living nightmare.
How did it feel to be at the centre of these accusations?
Words could not possibly describe how it felt.
Did you believe Frankie when she lied about Nancy? Do you think JJ is capable of these accusations?
Right, the taxi should be here soon. Isn't your daddy handsome? Isn't he going to be my handsome husband?
Right, stop. I can't do this.
You're flighty, cheeky, happy-go-lucky. That's what made me find you so irresistible. Enough to make me cheat on Hunter, but all the cheating's done now.
Not on my part. No.
It's a good thing I didn't call a taxi. Or apply for a marriage license.
What?
You watching?
Sure. Looks like Daddy's about to get a new bashing.
It takes more than a day to arrange a marriage. Are you that thick? And as if I'd want to commit to a lying, cheating, bed-hopping coward. You've had all morning to tell me that you spent the night with Dilly.
Are you jealous of your twin brother's footballing achievements?
No. I wanted the best for him. He trained hard and it was his dream.
You wanted the best for him despite claims of serial sexual abuse that you hated, that you wanted to stop?
The difference between wanting the best for my brother and wanting the abuse to stop.
The day of Monday, the 15th of April, 2024, when you smashed JJ's foot with your laptop, resulting in a chipped bone and torn ligament, and he thought his career was over before it had started. because of the injuries you inflicted.
I know what you're trying to do. Do you really think that I would have given him my stem cells to let him live if I was jealous of him? He had leukemia and I saved him.
When you wanted him out of your life, you saved him?
So that he could come to this trial and get punished. Not only for my justice, but, you know, for all the other kids out there that are too afraid to speak out. And I still didn't want him to die because he's still my brother and it's complicated.
It is complicated, isn't it? With the laptop, why did you go for his foot, not his arm, his chest, his face?
I didn't mean to, it was in defense of him coming into my room.
The day you finally chose to tell your father the sexual abuse allegations, the dad who you crave affection from, who you want to spend time with, understandably, after 15 years of absence, who seemed to favour JJ. Was this the day that JJ signed a professional contract for United?
Yes.
Frankie, it appears you were jealous of your brother's football career.
Guarding your phone, talking rubbish about seeing an old schoolmate. Your jacket stunk of her perfume.
Look, Zoe, I do love you, and I think you're an amazing woman, but being in love, it's gone.
Great. And here she is. So if I hadn't put on this fake wedding, would you even told me this? Or would you have kept that as an affair?
Zoe.
Listen, back off before I do something I'll regret.
I'm sorry, Zoe, all right?
Prince, I'm sorry.
Lily, I love you, okay? Look, can we meet up after? I promise, I do love you. We'll talk soon, all right?
Okay. Dilly, please talk to me before you talk to anyone else. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want you to be scared. You're my sister. I love you.
Hey. Hey, what's up?
Hey, you're on my time now, all right? Traffic's busy tonight, so we're gonna have to jump through some red lights.
On the day of Friday, the 16th of February, 2024, do you remember telling your stepmother, Nancy Osborne, that your granddad, Jack Osborne, touched you inappropriately?
Yes, I remember.
And had he touched you inappropriately?
No.
Why did you lie about being groped?
I was suspicious because it was a dance and because of what JJ had done to me. But I know Grandad wouldn't do that.
Frankie, when you were growing up, did JJ and your mum have a nickname for you?
Well, everybody has a nickname.
Did JJ and your mum...
No, can you stop bringing my mum into it because she's dead?
Did they ever call you Fantasy Frankie?
Yes.
Sienna, I'm leaving. I never want to see you.
Dilly? What's wrong?
Me and Sienna, we had a falling out, so I'm gonna see Prince talk about the next move, which will be me moving out.
What would make you want to leave your sister?
Martha said she had a dark soul, and she does. I just found that out. She said she did it. Jez, you should know you're her dad. She admitted to killing Ethan.
Oh. I see.
Why do you still have that?
Oh. I just like to keep mementos. And this is my collection. How do I know you won't talk? Share Sienna's secret with your new lover boy. Closed mouth catches no flies. You're just the feckless spawn of my deranged dead brother, and frankly, I'm sick of the reminder. You know, my mother always protected me when it mattered. Just like I'll always protect my daughter when it matters.
Please, Jess, just let me go. You'll never have to see me again.
You know, this old thing always reminds my mother at the stove. While Patrick was tormenting me behind her back. Talk about apron strings. You know, you matter to me now. Because I need to keep my daughter out of trouble, so you really matter to me now.